Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you something. It's so much stuff that comes out on a regular basis these days. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Now, there was an audio tape just released by Richard Spencer after Charlottesville, and it's a bunch of racist shit. You know, he's in essence talking about how. First, I thought he was talking about white people, the white people that protested, but then he was like, "Look, slow down. I was going to do a video about the Emmett Till Memorial and how you had the Confederates actually, standing in front of it, and evidently they were recruiting or filming some kind of recruiting video in front of it, which is fucking nuts. And I was going to talk to you guys, I just got up, was laying down. I was going to talk to you guys about the fact that white people always tell us they're master race. It's a racist thing. And that they've got everything, and basically put it as though, what do black folks have? And it's all designed to ignore what they've done to us. The drug war, mandatory minimums, all this stuff. It's all designed to ignore the stunting, the retardation, the retard. You know how when you spray something so your grass won't grow as fast, or plants won't grow as fast, or even to kill them. That's what's been done to the black community. If not to try to outright poison us. And, if you really look at it and you look at black culture out here, sometimes you wonder if they're right. But then every so often, you look at this Emmett Till Memorial thing, that they could go anywhere they want to film their... I don't even care. They could go anywhere they want in the world to film their Confederates. They're always telling us that it's about their pride and their origin, their history. Okay? And then you have to take that shit and come to our memorials to film a video. First, they shot at the sign, and people made it bulletproof, put cameras up, and now they're filming in front of it. See, this is why when they talk about white supremacy, and they don't say it like that. They talk about how they should have their own rights and they should have the freedom of speech too. I call bullshit. I call bullshit because if you felt that way, why do you feel the need to come to our memorial to do that? Yeah, I don't even respect. And that's why I try to make the point about, why I own guns. People don't understand I'm a socialist. Why do I own guns and stuff like that? I've got an AR-15. I've got other weapons, And people can't understand why. It's because of situations like that. They have made it so clear to us, that our ancestors, our descendants, how much they hate us. And they've made it so clear how they're going to do whatever they can to try to start a race war. And it's amazing to me. It's like with Trump, that these racists, they could do things a different way, and they probably have more supporters, but they do these things to blatant fashion that it turns off other white people who are just trying to live. Who I'm not going to say white folks. I'm not going to say white folks out here are on my side. I'm not going to say white folks that live here are on my side, or that they even care about politics. But you got a lot of them that are just trying to work and put a little money aside, take care of their kids, and they don't want to hear their kids using the N-word. And it's not that not because they're allies, but because they know that's in the past, man. They trying to raise their kids to go to Harvard or Princeton. And when you do stuff like this, whether it be shooting up the Emmett Till sign, or you're doing shit that years ago that those people would have been like, yeah, I know it's bad. You're doing stuff that even they have to say, yo, man, this shit is racist. Like there was one in California. One more time, I was like, I hate niggas. And one white guy was like, lady, take a break. Even he had to acknowledge it. I mean, I love shit like that because it makes the point so clear what we face today. And what I always tell you guys, that white supremacy doesn't hurt black people and brown people. White supremacy hurts white people. Clearly. You don't believe me? Look at the mass shootings. Look at the bombs in the mail. Look at the making lists of people you're going to kill. This is what white supremacy is. Unmasked. Straight up, no chaser. And when that's what I was going to talk about, is that they are supreme master race and all this, but yet they've got to come to a black memorial to do a speech. They think that they're so much superior to black people. Or add another caveat, add another one. Or that they say, oh, well, we're not really racist, and that, it's about our heritage. Bullshit. It's about our heritage, not about racism. But yet you've got all these Confederate memorials out there. You got to come to a black memorial to do this shit. This is why I'm always armed. This is why I'm armed. And this is why I make the point to all black people. If you're not sleeping with a gun within 15 feet of your bed, you're slipping. You look the video up when you get a chance. They have made it so blatantly, abundantly clear. I mean, you would think white people, they would look at Emmett Till and stuff like that, and they'd be embarrassed. But yet, they're proud of this stuff. You're proud of the fact that your ancestors beat and killed a young boy. You had to gang up, beat up, and kill a young boy for winking or whistling at a white woman. And you're proud of that. That's why I make the point. There is no reasoning to be done with the oppressor. And I sing on white people. But there is no reasoning to be done with the oppressor. And if you're black and you're foolish enough to think you can work with these people, what Ben Carson say? That where he was living, put Confederate flags up, that he became friends with them. If you're fool enough to do that shit, you get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not advocating anyone starting trouble. But I'm making the point that this is stuff you do when you're trying to start a war. Because these folks needed a thorough ass whooping. Thorough ass whooping. And then I was reading stuff about, it was a Young Turks video. They were talking about how, are they going to take down Dr. King's statue? He was an ardent homophobe. Quick question. How many slaves did Dr. King have? Did he enslave gay people? Dr. King had opinions about homosexuality. That's his opinion. I don't remember him coming out and saying gays must die or we should enslave gay people. I think there was an article somewhere where someone said they like guys or something, they're gay, or they might be bisexual, and he was like, it's wrong. That's it. That's it. But that's all these white oppressors have. That's all they have, is for them to go out here and try to compare men that actually owned slaves and fought a war to maintain their ability to maintain slavery, to maintain the ability to keep people as property, and then compare that to Dr. King. They got his ass whooped. They got beat about the head. He's at a rally and the guy was beating him in the head and he was just talking to him. He didn't want to shoot him. He didn't want to give him. He just want to talk to him. You're comparing that man to people that own slaves? Get the fuck out. And like I did a video earlier talking about homosexual marriage, and I was talking about marijuana being legalized, how white people always said, if you legalize gay marriage, you're going to legalize pedophilia. If you legalize marijuana, you're going to legalize cocaine and heroin and all that. It's bullshit. That's the same ideology. It's the same ideology that gets you there, that gets you to thinking that if you take down Confederate flags and Confederate statues, somehow you'll be going after Martin Luther King. That makes no sense. That is completely irrational. I'm more willing to have a discussion about the fact that slavery was going to end anyway because of technology and industrial revolution. I'm more willing to have that discussion than I am to have the discussion of legalizing marijuana and legalize all drugs, or that because Dr. King disagreed with the homosexual lifestyle. I don't even think he made a big deal. I think he might have mentioned it once or twice. But this is white supremacy. They're always grasping at something to weaken everyone else's arguments. And they're always deflecting and putting up, this is what white supremacy is. And this is what you cannot, you can attempt to a point, but it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I'm going to do a second video. Waste of time.